Okay, this next video is going to be a very simple video on how to send an email. So you'll notice over here in the right hand corner where it says compose, that is the primary navigation to get to one of your emails. The other way in which you can reply to an email is simply when you select an email, when you go inside of it, you'll notice up here there is a little reply button. You can also drop this down, and there are several other actions you could take with this particular email and this particular sender. Up here, you'll notice you have your back into inbox button. So when you're in an email, when you select it, you can simply navigate back that way. So if you go into Compose, you'll notice a little screen pops up here. The nice thing about Gmail is that once you start composing a message, it automatically saves. So what that means is I don't even have to have a to or a subject. If I start typing, "Dear Mr. Sino, I think," and if you X this out, you'll notice that over here immediately a little draft popped up. So that means if I wasn't finished with my message, or class is coming, or I just need to send a quick email, but I want to just at least get an idea down, I can do that. So if I go back over to drafts, you'll notice that my email that I started is timestamped and it's still there. I can simply click on that and it pops back up. I can select my inbox just to navigate back to my inbox, and I can continue typing my message. The nice thing is if you're typing a message as well, you can also select this gray area, and your new message will stash down here, and it'll kind of be away from the view. So if you want to not exit out, but you can also just simply minimize it for the time being. You can also maximize it and return to that. Up here is where you have your your CC and your BCC. So you can type an email address. I'm just going to use my personal email address. Well, there's Anthony Butler. So I will send this to Anthony. If I want to add a CC, I can do this. So it'll also, based on emails you've sent before to similar people, it'll also suggest emails that you might want to add. So if I wanted to add Jen to this, I could simply select Jen's name, and so it'll continue to suggest emails based on who you've talked to previously within the same subject. Subject line is simple. And a couple things down here. You have your send button, so once you hit send, it sends. You have your formatting options, so when you select this, you can bring up your little table of common formatting options. So if I wanted to change the font, the size of this, I could go in here and change the font. Let's just do this. I can change the size. I can make it bold, italic, underline, change the color and the background color. I can left, center, and right justify. I can add bullets by numbers and bullets. I can indent, add quotes, and I could also remove all the formatting. So that's just some of the functionality for fonts. Over here is attachment, so you can attach any file from your computer. This is also a nice feature. You can actually insert files directly from Google Drive, so this will pull up your Google Drive and allow you to insert files directly from there. You can also insert photos from your computer or from Google Photos. You can add a link, so if I want to make this a link, I can simply select the link, and I can use, and then select OK. You can also do this for an email address. If you want to link an email address within the body of the text, select OK, and now you have a link. If at any time you want to remove that link, simply hover your mouse over that, select it, and you can either change it or completely remove it. And that's about it. If you want to notice down here, it's continually saving. So anything you type, anything you add, subtract, it'll save automatically. and always be over here in your drafts if you ever need it later before it is sent. More options down here give you a couple things. You can have these pop up in full screen. You can add labels, which I'll talk about later. Print and check spelling from these options down here. You can also completely discard this draft, which will send this to the trash bin, which if you go over here and select more, you'll notice there's a trash bin there. So if you delete this mail, it's not gone. It's just hanging out over here in the trash. And I think trash gets emptied around every 30 days, will be automatically deleted. So that's just a basic functionality on how to send an email, how to add email addresses, some functionality within the body of the email, so on and so forth. Once you're all done, you can hit send, and the email will go off to the recipient's intended.